All right. So I'm hoping I could bring understanding to somebody today because I'm in this season of my life. I'm at a point in my life where I realize I do not go through things or experience things for the sake of my own accord, right? I experience these things to edify other individuals. And so, if this is what I'm encountering today, I can guarantee there are multiple others encountering this too. So, I caught it in the midst of it, right? So, I was feeding my spirit earlier and I started thinking about one of my guy friends. His name is Zay. Love him to death. And I was thinking about stuff like his mom used to say. Like, I don't know what made it come to my mind because when I was feeding my spirit, I wasn't thinking about nobody but God. I wasn't thinking about nothing, but his mom popped into my mind. And his mom used to say something to me back in the day that would offend me. Like, I'm pretty sure her intention was not to offend me, but I did not see it that way because I couldn't see it that way because I wasn't in the state to see it that way. So she had grudges with me unnecessarily, and I just felt like she wasn't understanding me. I'm pretty sure she felt like I wasn't understanding her. And I just want to encourage you all to allow time to give you the revelation that you're seeking. Don't try to force individuals to understand what it is you're saying or where you're coming from, because years ago, I remember she used to say stuff like, "That's your little boy toy." And I took great offense to that because you made me feel like this is somebody I'm just toying around with. You made me feel like this was somebody I was just playing around with. You made me feel like this was somebody that I was not serious about. And so when she used to say, "Oh, that's your little boy toy," I would tell him like, she don't understand me. This is what I'm telling him. No, I didn't even see she did understand, because in the way she said it to me was not in a sense to where I could. That's a ooh 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 ooh. That's a revelation for somebody in itself. She understood it, but I could not understand that she understood me because she didn't say it in a phrase where I could register it in a way I could understand it, even though she put it to me in the best way from herself where it should be understood. Because I wasn't in that place, I just could not receive it. She to me, I could not. So on today, I'm feeding my spirit, and I just started writing, and I'm trying to find the paper I was writing on. But I could tell today is a day of revelation. You all are going to be connecting puzzles, connecting dots. Things are going to be making sense. You're going to be receiving that clarity and things like that, right? So I'm feeding my spirit, and all of a sudden I just go to a different sheet of paper. And that statement she gave me years ago, "Oh, that's your boy toy," popped back up in my spirit out of nowhere, which I consider as divine timing. Divine timing happens out of nowhere. It's unexpectedly. You're not planning for it. You're not plotting on it. Nothing. So when I thought of that, it's like a plug just like it just plugged into the outlet or something, and I'm writing, right? Wait, that's not the sheet. Hold on, y'all, because I want to. Oh, here it go. All right. So I'm thinking about what she said, and I'm writing, and I admitted within myself, and I've never done this before. And if you don't know me, you don't know how I truly feel about the person it is I'm talking about. So when I received the revelation within me, it I don't know what word to say, but I heard puppy love. And I'm too grown for puppy love. Like when I met him, I was older. He was younger than me. And it's like, okay, I'm grown. I know love. I know what's puppy love, what's not puppy love. You get what I'm saying? So I heard puppy love, and I'm asking myself within myself, how is that puppy love, right? And so I began to write without thinking. I and it says, have the fun attributes of a man but not the discipline of one. My best friend has the fun attributes of a man. He understands me. He understands me spiritually. If I told him a deceased spirit was trying to contact me, it wouldn't scare him. He would walk the graveyards with me. Like he gets me and I get him, and I could have the best fun with. I mean, it's just like a natural fun. Like it's like a divine fun. Like you would think he's perfect for me. And because that was my perception, I just couldn't see anything else, because we had a chemistry. We have chemistry that is that's my twin flame. And I told him this years ago. He's my twin flame. He's the male version of who Alicia is. Out of control and in control, undisciplined and disciplined. He is that version of me. And so because I saw us as fitting so perfectly, I tried to make it fit perfectly. Because you ever just have somebody that's so perfect for you, but you cannot have them? How can I not have what's perfect for me? You can't understand me unless you've been through what I'm saying before. You will just, if you haven't been through it, just click off. Like, this is the time where I just want you to go. Like, just exit out. Don't listen no more, nothing. Because I only want people that can feel me. Like, yes. You ever just hear somebody, you be like, yes. Ooh. Like, you could just relate. That's what I want. If that's not you and that's not your season for it, just kindly click off. You get what I'm saying? So he had the fun attributes of a man, but not the discipline of one. And because I was disciplined, I thought within myself, I could just work with him. That's what balance is, right? This is the mind state that I had. Now check this. I had that mind state 3 years ago, and just now getting revelation on it today. It took 3 years for me to gain this revelation, for me to have this understanding. I thought because I had the discipline, I can just work with him. I can work with him. That's what balance is. Whatever area I'm weak in, you're strong in. Whatever area you're strong in, I'm weak in. That's what I thought. I thought that was the proper way of entering a relationship. I thought the proper way of entering a relationship is two people feeling or fueling each other's shortcomings. You feel my void, I feel your void. That's how we're whole. And that's wrong, right? So when his mom said, that's your boy toy, she wasn't saying it in a sense of, oh, Alicia, you're not taking my son seriously. She wasn't saying it in the sense of, oh, Alicia, you don't love my son. She wasn't saying it like that. She was saying it because she saw what I did not see. She knew that I could not give him that discipline even though I had it. And it caused her to get upset with me because she didn't see how I didn't understand her. And it caused certain divisions. It caused certain arguments, not on my behalf, because I would never argue with his mom, but that didn't stop her from arguing with me. But I loved her. I respected her. So I never engaged in combat with her. So she was trying to get me to understand, that's your boy toy, because he's not capable of being your man right now. He's not even a man within himself. Have y'all ever thought that you can give somebody your strength to complete them? And you want to know how that goes? I guarantee you, you done heard it. And if you keep it a brick with yourself, you'll admit it. You either hear stuff like, let me go off my own pace. Don't rush me. You trying to force me to do this. I'm not you. I'm my own person. I just need time. You trying to, I'm not, you let me be what I'm doing, or let me do what I'm doing, or don't rush me, don't control me. You trying to control me. You trying to dictate this. You trying to dictate that. What? You don't like who I am? What? I'm not enough? Or you want me to be somebody else? I mean, you just hear so much stuff like that. And then what do the other person say? You don't understand me. Because it's not none of those things. I'm just trying to help. That's the trajectory of all of that, which is where confusion comes in at, right? And this is how Zay was confused, because there are times where he felt like excuse me, there were times where he felt like he wanted to be with me, and there were times where he would say he needs time to himself. And then I'm sitting here confused because I'm the one that see the perfection in us, know we're perfect for each other. I'm trying to give him my strength to fulfill his weakness, to make him whole enough to stand on what it is I'm trying to do for us. And there were times where we would come back together and we would be in a relationship and it just wouldn't work. I don't care how much planning I did when I wasn't dating him. I don't care about how much planning I did when I was dating him. I could have followed everything to the T. And it just did not work. And when you try to fill the void in somebody for them, they get confused. Because they know, people know what's up. People know if they not there yet. People know if they not ready. People have their own feelings within themselves outside of the feelings that we have within ourselves. And so it's times Zay would be like, I feel like we should be friends. And when he said that, I didn't understand. How can you feel like we're supposed to be friends? Do you not see the perfect harmony? I mean, do you not see the perfection in what this could be with us? So I would try to show him. I would try to show him how things could be. I would try to show him how we could be. I would show him I'm a great listener. I would show him I could keep the house clean. I would show him I understand him. If he came to me about females, I wouldn't get offended. I would show him I could even handle a conversation with him being honest with me, talking about other females, because I tried to present myself right to this man. Did you hear what I just said? I tried to get this man to see I was right for him. First fuck up. First mess up. It's not our place to get a man to see that we're right for them. That we shouldn't even want that if it gotta go to that extent. And if a man don't see that, that's not your man. And I understand Zay is not my man. That's my friend. That I can truly stand on today. That is my full-fledged friend. There is no hope in us getting back together. I don't want that hope because I know truth within myself. That's not my husband. That's my friend. It's a guy that I have chemistry with, a connection with, meaning we like the same things. We share the same interests. He's goofy, I'm goofy. So it's perfect and compatible, just not for a relationship. But he's perfect and compatible for me in a friendship. Do not seek to fill someone else's void. And to be honest, a healthy relationship is when two whole people come together. We're not supposed to fill the void of nobody. That's what that person and God is for. When we fill that person's void, we stop their growth with God because they think they're filled, but they're not. That's why they return constantly to the same thing. They don't have that's they don't have that void is not filled. Don't feel nothing for nobody, because you're only going to get a temporary action that's going to lead to the same thing over and over and over. Let people feel they void by themselves. Let people feel their void by themselves, right? Work on you having your void fulfilled with God, learning more of yourself, healing through yourself, dating yourself, loving yourself. Do you really want to attract somebody like you in the season you in right now? Are you confused? Do you want to attract another confused person? Do you waver in your thoughts and your actions? Do you want to attract that in somebody else? Just think of all of how you are and honestly ask yourself, do I want this in another person? If you don't want no person right now. Work on you. Today is Revelation Day, you guys. And I'm going to tell you when I realized it was Revelation Day. Because after I got that revelation with my friend, I also got it with my ex-husband, right? So once again, after I got that revelation with my friend Zay, my ex-boyfriend, I actually called his mom. And I called her to let her know I understand what she was trying to tell me back then. And she apologized to me for putting the wrong perception of me. She was mad at me that I didn't get her. It was just a lot. It was just a lot. But she's apologizing. We having a long conversation. And she was like, it's crazy how you called me today because such and such and blah, blah. And I'm just like, wow. People's revelation are not in your hands. You don't have that. Nobody does but God. In time, you cannot be somebody's revelation. But you can say what you need to say and stand on yourself. And then when that person's revelation comes, you will pop back up. They will call you and tell you over time what they understand. You will know. But you can't force a revelation upon somebody. All right, so bet. I come back in the house, start feeding my spirit. Boop, my ex-husband pop in my head. So I started writing, right? And I received revelation with that. And I'm going to tell you what I wrote. Okay, first off, I realized I'm an administrator. I don't know exactly what that is because I haven't looked it up yet. I just kept writing after I heard it. So I'm reading you what's on my paper. I'm an administrator. And then it says, I'm a pain Dennis can't touch. And because he can't touch it, he can't access it. Because he can't assess it, he can't perceive it. Because he can't perceive it, he can't hear it. Because he can't hear it, he can't feel it. Because he can't feel it, he can't see it. Because he can't see it, it is non-existent. I am a non-existent factor to this man. Not because I'm not worthy, not because he doesn't care, but because he cannot perceive the fullness of who I am, because I'm a sore spot for him that he does not allow himself to touch. And then this verse came to my mind. And the verse that came to my mind was, faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. And I sat here and I meditated on that. And I applied that verse to my connection with my ex-husband. And I broke it down. Faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. The word of God is truth. And people can't receive what they are not open to. My ex-husband can't receive who I fully am because he's not open to it. He can't. It can't. He just can't. He's not open to that right now. And that's a revelation in itself. It's like I already was free from it, but I just gained a better understanding on that. So today is definitely Revelation Day. Whatever your revelations are that you have been receiving, no matter what area it's in, comment below. Let me know what yours was. Let's talk about it. Let's communicate with it. Send and share this video with someone that you feel it can resonate with. Revelation is truth. Truth is light. Shine light in this lost world. I love you.